provide to people who want to make videos. Do you want to come? Can you come help shoot this?
Yes.
I want to test out the boosted.
Talks about my first company though, My Mobile Menu, or
And what you've done in Reddit.
well.
So my question is, and I don't know what this means, and if you say there's no
Like,
backing out now,
I guess it's on
this
tape.
is the same as a contract.
Like I really.
Is that there is video's the harder question to answer. Like, what can we? It's all about friendships, partnerships, collaborations, and this meeting is about forging a Yeah, that's my money, my career, that's my business.
Yeah, but these people don't think like that.
My agenda here is you're gonna be able to share notes on all the things that they experience together, and it's gonna make them all better.
Alexis,
But it's like none of y'all ever cared about My Mobile Menu, and I don't blame you. It was a terrible idea. It was way too early.
in commerce, and I don't know how, but I looked.
Combinator for them, for a whole generation of Reddits and Airbnbs of.
Are you opening my mail?
No, dude, this is my.
What they love and make art.
Well, see, that's how I feel. I pay rent there. Do that with future
Anytime, man.
on what's currently available to help enable and support small creators.
Dude, not knowing any
Happen.
shit looks like point A, point B, there it is, overnight success. Yes.
And I like my trucks pretty tight because
Yeah, I'm a superhero. Enterprise, but the tools.
Back and forth because they will come right here and put this on my truck. You can't win, dude.
yeah, they put it relies entirely on YouTube. But when I think of what we could be
Newspaper.
Right.
So then
Mask, so it's quite cute, eh?
not to interrupt your unbox
thankfully,
monsters. So that's why I wanted to just call them out. Swing at me.
All the elevators.
Discover and then help enable. Do one of those. Super exciting. 3, 6.
of friends, like watching the internet for the last 13 years.
I got 3 boxes.
This generation of creators who've come up watching you, who want to create their own, like Casey Neistat.
Our audience.
Probably a few Redditors out there.
Irresponsibly.
Here's money, give us a little bit of stock, and in exchange, we're gonna add you to this like, now is the time where there's.
Yes, it's a new frontier.
But that's, dude, that's okay. And here's the thing, man, I keep bringing it back to.
You want to go test this?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh my. And those. I look at this as my
Y Combinator because it was so formative. Advice and support and camaraderie, and I think that's where, if you have a
office, right? And they would leave, and they would come.
you already know how to build community. And the strength of a community, especially a tight-knit community of creators.
You know, this is the Wild West. Nothing but.
Y Combinator, because no one else can relate to them in this world. Like you said, everyone's still figuring it out.
This is like planning.
They liked us enough to give us $12,000 and say, just work for 3 months on your idea.
Right here, and lean up, and do the.
You can be that Y Combinator.
It all of a sudden feels audio recording space.
The fundamentals, all those things are still so nascent. Like you be in support from one another.
The entirety of the internet, and then
What
find.
I want to do here, I'm thinking.
I think a lot, but I don't think we need a lot of studios.
Or you just want
Just going back there.
to build a following without ever having to be in a.
I don't know what to do with these spaces, but then back here, Alexis, back here is like podcasting. 368.
People are going to be sharing things and finding empathy.
And the exciting part, there's absolutely no roadmap because this is just it. I look at what Reddit does, which is takes this. I want to make it easier to merge creativity.
Is
3, 2.
Probably the partner that I would identify.
If this works like I think it will, you'll have a whole generation of people who are going to be
Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA.
creators. Like that guidance, it was invaluable. And so when I see what you
8 meeting this afternoon. Net.
art and make creative, great.
This is not a proper review. Are you opening my boxes? Very exciting meeting today.
Creators or other founders like you who are going to give you a
The liaison, the person who helps us figure out how to leverage technology beyond. This is the boosted board Stealth. It's faster than all the other boosted boards.
All the Armenians out there are like, hell yeah.
Alexis co-founded a company. Happen. All right, let's go.
I really want to come pick you with you. You'll be right.
Called Reddit. I mean, you have many claims to fame, but that's probably the one that's most recognizable by.
We're looking at building this wall.
Right.
You just can't win. Just gotta leave it. Be like me.
Your name on there.
This person sent me a sleep.
Working the boards.
One of the biggest. All right, it's not Tech Review Tuesday, but 368 is 8 BR.
Grow on Reddit. I got to know a lot of creators, especially webcomic artists, because they were able to.
As the first 368 partner by default. So much of what I'm doing at 368.
Think about what it would entail. I personally would love to help be
Able to promote small YouTubers
the raw talent of.
are making videos that actually helps them. YouTube is probably.
Maybe the reason we didn't do and the reason we did. Casey, we texting away.
I'm gonna text you.
Yeah.
And I'm counting. So yeah, it's faster. Check out these clouds. This guy was again.
How many different studios would you be able to put in here? For me and
For
a
those
whole
of you who
generation
don't know
founders.
what Y Combinator
I should
is,
tell them. They basically take. We didn't do it. We did Reddit instead. We killed it after like a year and a half.
technology.
Move your door.
What's most interesting and bubbles it to the top.
Yeah, man.
And I wonder, is there a way to fixed and dynamic?
Right.
In exposure and infrastructure, we can provide. The hard part of 368 initiatives that I want to do, that we want to do at 368, is figure out a scalable way, you and your brain.
Your technical liaison.
You heard it here first.
We get it at Stanford.
He's pissing on our door, and I told him to stop, and he took us.
Create, and it needs to happen. That education, no one's gonna. You're not gonna bring support and sort of And that was the company.
I wonder why.
An entrepreneur network of other
Creators on YouTube.
maybe.
My trap? Ready.
Yeah.
That essentially enables you to.
What's up, Lizzie?
On for the 368 Daily Show, and then the infrastructure, and we can definitely provide the exposure.
Yeah.
So new.
And that camaraderie is gonna.
And your resources and your
have it.
network to help us figure out how to make what we're trying to do in the technology space. I think you need like one or two that are self. Oh, I'll get Sam. I'll get Sam too.
Define them.
A few founders with an idea and a little bit of traction and say this. I see you come up and say, I want to create this factory to help a generation learn how to make and.
This is Alexis Ohanian. Did I say it right?
Nailed it.
I like the rigidity at high speed. It makes me feel more confident.
Have plenty.
On tomorrow's episode of 368.
Take me on a trip, I'd like to go.
Is this reclaimed wood?
Thank you for your value. No, I'm just going to edit this out. Do you want to be a part of 368?
Real great community.
It's an initiative I want to do with YouTube. I think of you.
Reddit was because
This is what
it
the-
already feels right.
Aesthetically, we don't know what direction we're going to go in, but we know that this is the right template. Valuable input. I'll be calling on you a lot in the future.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. This is the crow's nest.
Yar! Able to have a chance to do
Alright, are you?
You piss on your truck?
I gotta constantly move my truck back.
to work! This is really good.
It's good, isn't it?
No one ever.
Dude, things are really moving along with this.
This is good. Here.
Hey there, if you ever get bored of watching people sat in silence, maybe you should come and check out the We Know Nothing podcast where we talk too much. If you want to listen to two drunk best friends talking about current events, opinions and embarrassing stories, be sure to check us out.